Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video we're going to be reviewing Dijkstra's shortest path algorithm. I have added these letters to the nodes just so you guys can better follow along, but do keep in mind that you don't really need letters for the nodes. This is simply for, just so you guys can better follow along. In tests that you guys might have, there might be or there might not be letters. But it's a good idea just to use letters just so you guys can better illustrate where you guys have been. But for that reason, I am also going to be using back pointers. Now let's begin. So here we're going to be starting with this initial node. It has a value of 0 inside of it. Now the reason why node A has a value of 0 inside of it is because the distance from A to itself is 0. Now the next step of this of Dijkstra's algorithm is to basically look at the nodes that it can possibly take in one step. So the possible steps is from A to B, from A to C, and from A to D. Now that we know the possible steps, we have to update the values inside the node of B, C, and D. So let's write that. So from node A to node B is a distance of 5. From node A to node C is a distance of 6. From node A to node D is a distance of 1. Now that we have these values and they have been updated, we have to look at which one is the shortest distance from node A. So node A to node D is the shortest distance. So we're going to create a back pointer just so we know where we came from. So as of right now, we've started at node A and we've visited node D, and that is where we currently are. So now that we are at node D, we have to look at the possible nodes that from node D where it can go to. So from node D we can go to node E and we can go to node C. So from node D, what's the updated value for node C? So the distance right now is 1. 1 plus this distance of 3 would be 4. Since the distance 4 is less than 6, we have to update the value of node C. So node C's value would become 4 right now. And also, we would have to look at node E. Node E has a unupdated value, so we're going to update it from node D to node E. It would be a distance of 2. So I will update this as well. The reason it's a distance of 2 is because from 0, node A, to node E, it is a distance of 2. 1 plus 1 will be 2. So that is why node E has a value of 2. So we have to decide between node E, node C, and node B which one to go to. And the reason why I'm including node B is because from A to B there is a possible path that we can take as well. But the path from A to B is 5, so we have to consider this even though it's not the correct one to choose. So the correct path would be to go to 2 because that is the shortest distance, and we're going to create a back pointer at this point. So now we have this as our current node. So we're going to put it in the list of the nodes that we have visited. So now that we are in node E, we have to update these two values. Now the distance from A to B is 5, so that will remain. The distance from node E to node B is still 5 because 2 plus 3 is 5. But what we have to consider now is updating this middle node, node C. So we are having a distance of 2 right now, and once we add the distance of 1 to get to this middle node, the middle node's value will change to 3. Okay, so we'll update the value of this node. Now that we have updated the value of this node, we have to decide which is better, to go to node B or to go to node C. So it's better to go to node C because the total distance at that point will be 3. Now the next and only option would be the final node that we would have to choose. Now the distance from A to B is 5. The distance from E to B is 5 as well. But the distance from C to B is only 4. So first we will update the value. And since it is the last node, it is obvious as well that that is the shortest distance to get to this node. So we're going to create a back pointer. And we have visited A, D, E, and then from E we went to C, and now our final node would be B. So this would be all the nodes that we would have to follow to create the shortest path. A, D, E, C, and B. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will be putting up a second example of this in the following video. I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe.